Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers. Thank you to all of my wonderful channel members, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, for your support of this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, I'm wishing everyone a very, very happy hump day. I hope wherever you are viewing this message, you are doing and feeling well as we've entered the middle of the week. And I will say that Mercury is definitely starting to go direct. There have been so many downloads surrounding revelations of truth, gaining clarity in areas that might have been gray or felt dark. There has been so much shifting energy over the last few days. I actually took a break from the camera yesterday just to give the energy a chance to settle, and also kind of in the hopes that we might get a different kind of message when I sat back down to do another reading. So I'm going to keep quiet and let Spirit take over, and let's see what messages Spirit would like to share with us today for our highest good only. I've already called in a prayer and asked for a blessing for myself, the collective, this reading, as well as the deck. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? The very first card that ought to be shown is the Magician. We have Gemini energy. I'm just going to adjust my table just a little bit. There we go. And it's followed by the World card. Now, the World card is represented by the four fixed signs: Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. So you could potentially be dealing with an air sign, maybe a Gemini. You could also be dealing with any of the four fixed signs, but again, doesn't have to be. It's more about the energy that those signs carry. Illusions have come to an end for someone. Illusions have ended for someone. Maybe illusions have ended for you. Maybe illusions have ended for your person of interest. There is a phase of manipulation is over. The phase of distortion is over. And again, this week, Mercury is now transiting direct. So there's a lot of things that are coming to a close that were formerly cloaked in darkness, a lot of delusions and illusions that have been busted. We know that there have been a myriad of towers that have been falling, but a cycle of manipulation, a cycle of illusions has ended. It's over. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding this energy? And again, we've got our friendly hermit, Virgo energy. It's because of an investigation. And that did come through download-wise a lot yesterday. There is definitely someone who has been investigated, because again, they keep bringing me back to the Magician energy, to the world. The illusions are broken. The illusions are over. Someone looking at the sheriff star on this trench coat is under investigation. Someone has had a spotlight shone on whatever deceptions, lies, or manipulations they had been manufacturing. Interesting choice of words as well, because they're bringing me back to the world and then back to the hermit. So whatever this investigation, whatever this deep dive, if it's not a criminal or some type of administrative investigation, again, interesting wording, someone has done a deep dive into someone and has outed them. This is what I'm hearing. Someone has been outed for their manipulative behavior looking at this Magician energy. What should we know about the Magician? Wow. Yeah, someone was spying on them. We've got that Page of Swords energy, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Okay, someone was spying on this individual. Someone was, I heard, taking detailed notes about this person. This is what helped bring the end of whatever this cycle of deceit, this cycle of manipulation is or was. And again, it led to some type of investigation. The Page of Swords to the Hermit energy. So there could have been undercover police involved. Maybe there was someone who went undercover within a group, a community, within a family. This could be a family member, a work colleague, again, however it might resonate for you. But this deception, looking at the magician energy to the world, was something big. It was something that was supposed to have offered some type of expansion. So I'm presuming there was also some type of monetary value of some kind attached to whatever these illusions or delusions were. But again, they were being watched, they were being spied on with this Page of Swords energy. And I feel it's through the vigilance of whomever this Page of Swords is. Maybe it's you, maybe it's a family member, a friend, a colleague. Again, you're not trying to make anything fit. I feel that they were instrumental in exposing and bringing an end to whatever this cycle of interest in this cycle of behavior is or was. But again, the downside of it, for whomever this individual is, they are under investigation now. Please show me more on the world. Why is the world energy here? We have the Two of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this closure, this ending of this cycle has either you or your person of interest multitasking, juggling their funds. I just heard they're finding it really hard to make ends meet. The Magician card to the Two of Pentacles to the World card, because everything is over. So I feel whatever this, I just heard malicious cycle. Again, please only take what resonates. Whatever it is that these individuals, they're pluralizing, that these individuals were doing, along with your person of interest, however, again, this is interesting. It is resonating for you, because I'm also looking at all the tools, all the props that this magician has on his or her desk. As you know, gender is fluid. I believe they tried to use a number of different instruments, tools, maybe even procedures. Again, only take what resonates, in order to create illusions and delusions about you, who you are, what you do, maybe how you present yourself, maybe how you work. Because again, these individuals, because again, it's pluralizing, obviously did not realize that they were being watched. Page of Swords to that Hermit energy again, because they are under investigation. There is something that has occurred between yesterday and today that has brought about, again, the end of what I'm hearing is a malicious cycle. So these individuals, there it is, looking at the Two of Pentacles, these individuals are scrambling right now. They're scrambling. And looking back at the Hermit energy is because they know that they are now under investigation. Can I get more on the Hermit, please? And it's surrounding some type of offer. It could be surrounding a child with this Page of Cups energy, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone's investigating some type of proposal, some type of offer, or again, I'm also feeling that it could be a child. So there could have been some type of misrepresentation of an offer that was made, maybe an offer that was made to someone who was younger, maybe if it's not a child, an offer that was made prematurely. This is not a King or a Queen of Cups. This is very much Page energy. So there is definitely an immature element that is coming through from this card, which is why maybe, depending on your situation, there have been revelations surrounding illusions and delusions presented around a child. So if you are co-parenting, or if you were co-parenting, there's been I just heard myth busted. Something has been exposed. maybe something that a co-parent was doing, maybe how a co-parent was maybe presenting your involvement in your child's life, maybe misrepresenting. Again, please only take what resonates. But it's also coming in as a very immature offer. An immature offer that was supposed to be love-based. Someone, I'm drawing also to the goldfish inside of the fishbowl she's holding. Someone could also be pregnant. Again, only take what resonates. There's a lot of different messages coming from this Page of Cups today. So it's possible that what has also been exposed, and maybe this is also part of the illusions for some of you, is that someone is also actually pregnant. And someone could be doing a deep dive on this because that Hermit energy is screaming investigation. Someone is legally, emotionally, I just heard morally and ethically in trouble. Because whatever it is that they were doing under this Magician energy, this Gemini energy, it's been exposed by a Page of Swords. Page of Swords to the Hermit again. So I feel this Page of Swords could be the Hermit, or the Page of Swords went to the Hermit, male or female, and divulged everything that was going on that has brought an end with this World card to whatever this fiasco is, and why your person of interest, or you, again, you're multitasking, they're juggling their funds today, Two of Pentacles, because whatever this immature offer is, whatever this situationship is with the Page of Cups to the Hermit, it's being investigated. And your person is being watched. Yeah, I feel this is definitely to do with the home environment. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Wands energy. This could also be surrounding twin flame energy. Again, please only take what resonates because I am not well versed on twin flame. I'm only repeating what I'm hearing. So please only take what resonates. Yeah, because underneath that, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is more earth energy, family lineage, followed by the Five of Wands, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. There is massive group fighting going on right now surrounding this Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles to the Page of Cups, because there it is. There has been a breakup, a separation, and or deeply sorrowful news, more air energy, and this is what people are fighting about because they asked me to place it on top of the Five of Wands, because of the mass betrayals and backstabbings that have been exposed and revealed, either by your person of interest or at the very least by the people that they are currently surrounded by. Ten of Swords energy, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And it's all coming in, you know, Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords to the Magician energy to the Four of Wands. Definitely coming in as that karmic duo, that karmic couple energy. The financial situation, oh, it's flowing in now. The financial situation surrounding their home, the fights that are going on within the Five of Wands to the Three of Swords, surrounding multiple conflicts with individuals that are causing separations based on the quality of news, that Three of Swords, pain in the heart news that everyone is receiving surrounding all of these backstabbings and betrayals that your person of interest, or maybe this is you, were involved in. So this is, I feel like you can pick either half of the karmic duo, the karmic couple. Doesn't matter whether it's male or female, because either way they're coming in as the Magician. And all of the illusions and delusions that they created about you, that they created about their situation, that they created surrounding the other individuals that they involved in their shenanigans, they're now dealing with them within a Ten of Swords. Because I just heard, it's every man for themselves. You know, gender is fluid, every woman too. But the cycle of deceit, the cycle of manipulation is over, and it has your person, along with everyone else that they involved in this, being investigated because everyone has been exposed. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding this energy? Is there anything else? Well, that's okay. So falling out on its side, we have a very, very karmic King of Wands. Okay, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And then they asked me to show you the Four of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, crossing. There's very karmic, there's very, very unbalanced karmic King of Wands, male or female, who is going through that Ten of Swords to the Magician energy to the world, because they have been busted with that Page of Swords energy, which is why they're moving through the Ten of Swords to the Two of Pentacles and trying to hold on to everything that they possibly can right now. As everything, as the truth continues to be revealed, as Mercury continues to go direct, is being revealed about everything that they did, not just to you, but everyone within that karmic Ten of Swords. Okay? So I'm going to pull out the wisdom of the Oracle to see if there are any final messages that Spirit wants to add to this message for today. Whoa. So right now, I'm going to say both of these karmic individuals, whether it's the karmic duo, the karmic couple, the karmic group, the karmic family, all they want, and this is ironic, is for you to be fair, is for the swords within those Ten of Swords to be fair. Because they find themselves, again, in that Four of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles to that Ten of Swords. And that distorted King of Wands is literally on the bone of his backside, as we would say back home. Emotionally distraught. There is nowhere for this individual to turn because they've been called out, male or female again, for their highly manipulative ways. And they keep drawing me to the lizard that's at his feet. And I'm also getting, like, there was a serious misuse of sexual and creative power and energy. Okay, again, you're not trying to make anything fit, but whomever this distorted King of Wands is, male or female, they are in this Four of Cups funk because they absolutely misuse their sexual energy, their creative energy as a very, very distorted magician. And again, I keep wanting to say gender is fluid because it doesn't matter which half of the karmic duo this is. It doesn't matter which part of the karmic group or the karmic family. It feels as if, looking at this Ten of Swords, that whomever that karmic King of Wands was involved with, they were all doing it to each other as well as to other people, which is why they're drawing me back to that To Be Fair card. Because now the same people that they backstabbed and hurt and literally emotionally destroyed, Ten of Swords to the Three of Swords, are the same people that they are now in chaos and conflict with that Five of Wands, that they are now begging, particularly that distorted King of Wands, to be now fair to them. Right? I'm also looking at the Hermit again. For those of you that know that this individual is being investigated, there is news coming in about that. There is a plane up in the corner. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is news that will be coming in about that. And this is another reason, looking at the To Be Fair to the Hermit card, that this individual is struggling today. Because he's hoping whatever the judgment is, whatever this investigation yields, particularly if it's criminal, right? If it's administrative, looking at the Ten of Swords to the Three of Swords, again, I feel like it's that fleeting hope, right? That they'll somehow be able to see their way out of all the chaos and conflict that they have created. But looking back at that World card, this is definitely a cycle that someone in a position of power, Page of Swords to that Hermit energy, is making sure that that distorted King of Wands is no longer able to repeat. Anything else the collective should be aware of? I've got flexible asking to be shown. So again, ask to be placed on top of the Hermit card. This individual is asking for some type of flexibility in dealing with the current situation. Yeah. Chaos and conflict to Treasure Island to a change in the wind. There's a myriad of different cards that are asking to be shown. And I really do. It's just reflective of the multiple energies, looking at that Ten of Swords to the Magician energy to the World card, that distorted King of Wands allowed themselves to become entangled with. So I am going to leave the reading here today, collective. I really do feel the message has been very straightforward. And because we know as viewers, we are never trying to make anything fit. If this reading does resonate for you, I hope again it provides that much needed boost, that clarity to keep you on your own path of positivity. And if this reading didn't resonate for you, thank you again for sticking through until the end. Please feel free to let the reading go, and maybe the next reading will be the one for you. So as usual, I am sending you all the love and all the light. Until I see you again on the next message, enjoy Hump Day and continue to walk in love and in light. Be well, everyone. See you again soon.